Okay, this is round 2 of the GP, Grand Prix Queenstown, and I'm against Dead Cats, who's on 4-color control, and I'm on 3-color Blasphemy Control, so Heraldry and Villainy. Oh hell yeah, I won the die roll with ease. This one's going to be interesting because we're both very threat light, very removal heavy control decks, and both of us have a ton of dead cards in game 1. See. I don't want to be greedy. It's only 2 lands, but I got fined half-mace to draw them more. I only need 3 to turn on Villainy. I'm gonna be a greedy little shit. Not that I expect Villainy to stick around. It depends on whether Dead Cat has early counter magic. Though, decent chance Dead Cat wouldn't keep a hand without it in this matchup. I don't know, we'll have to see. There's a chance they kept a hand with a bunch of cantrips, for example, in order to draw into it, which might give me an opening. So this gets to be what life total, so I'm just gonna go full 3. Does my opponent have Graveyard Coalesce? This is a non-zero run of Coalesce and Cane Dancer. So I mill myself. Assuming this resolves. It does resolve, okay. Fuck, I wanted to draw a land. Got there. Now, again, very solid odds this first drain does not resolve, but the back-to-back might be able to sneak through. We'll have to see. Because the opponent only has 6 counter spells main. So it just comes back to, would Dead Cats aggressively mull for a counter spell? Oh, now that's the question. No, I don't open with Heraldry to bait out counter magic because Heraldry only wins by being a creature, and creature removal is what Dead Cat has main. So I just double down the Villainy, proc Find Happiness. Grab a Swamp, start getting my basics up. See if this resolves. Guess that's 1 down. I'm feeling decent about this matchup, but we'll see how it goes. I might be misjudging. Nobody expects the second Villainy. Fuck. I guess now I'm stacked up for no rest. Pretty like some more lands. I did keep the 2 land, I can't really complain. Stop milling lands, I want to draw lands. God damn. I was really hoping one of those villains would resolve, but 'twas not to be. I'm not too worried about Monument. I've got reduced a lot. Hell, if they go for a greedy, they won't. Okay. I was gonna say, if they went for a greedy Monument, I could also just harms away it. Land would be very nice. Okay. How do I want to play this? I could go for Provoke the Gods. Dodge his Cursory Glance, the only options for countering it are 2 more Cosmic Sinkholes. I can grab Ability and a No Rest, for example. Or I could go for the Heraldry play, which again falls into the... Actually, how much instant speed removal do they have? 2 copies of Unhappy Ending, and then Void Flares. So as long as I'm careful to... like I have the spare Harm's Way, so as long as I make sure to keep that up whenever I turn Heraldry into a creature, I can protect it pretty well. There's no Pithwilt's main. Yeah, I think I go for the Heraldry. For now. Oh, but do I really want the fight? Yeah, I want to go for the Heraldry. Okay. That's 3 out of 6 counters done. So there are Arcane Dancers, so the Cursories get to stick around. Keeping 6 mana open. Oh, I guess Monument and 2 mana for the Mason Speed thing. I'm feeling like there's a Cane Dancer, so I don't want to go for the other Heraldry right now. I think this is a Provoke moment. And yeah, pay 1 life to it, Find Happiness gets me down to 10. If they go for a Cane Dancer, Cursory Glance on the Find Happiness, I'm not that concerned. See, how much does my life total matter? Is it worth it to take that risk? I'm just going to pay the 1. I'll be greedy. No me. Find resolves. Jesus. This dead cat's going to have the 3rd Cosmic Sinkhole. Looks like yes. Jesus. And only 6 counter spells main, and they've gone through 4 of them. God, I really want to get the No Rest now. Holy shit, all the lands have counters. The monument is now out of harm's way reach. The monument is being activated, I believe. Yeah. That's fine. Hopefully this means I can resolve a spell now. We'll see. So it's going to be heraldry so I can keep up reduced to not and kill monument. Finally, I resolved something. Okay. End. Yeah, there's no way I have leave to remove this unless I animate it, so I just need to be careful about when I animate it. And it seems Dead Cats is finally out of counter magic. For now, at least. So I can provoke for double no rest. Probably. Maybe no rest on the land. We'll see. Yep, monument gets boosted up. Heraldry triggers. I don't think Dead Cats was aware of that. Was not aware of that. And then see if I can reduce to not this. Not a fan of Heraldry's passive as a mask thing. Okay. Well, I've stabilized. Gonna figure out how I want to go about this. Like, I'd probably go for the provoke. But to be honest, I'd probably pay the 4 life. And I think I animate off of it. It's against a case where I hold up harm's way. They would need 2 kill spells, but that is possible. Like, say, Needless Atrocities and then cast Void Guard Response. However, if I provoke the gods for no rest and a land, I can hold up 2 harm's ways, which will make it nearly impossible to kill the heraldry. Excuse me. I think, assuming provoke resolves, that's what I go for. Before herald triggers, I pay 4 life. Dead Cats is asking how what order the triggers is open. Which is either a confusion about how prowess works on non-creatures, or hoping for a Void Fair opening. Wants to ask how paralysis on an enchantment works. Sure, I mean, I know it works. I talked about it before, but it's the kind of thing like I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to get them to not ask a judge. They want a judge confirmation. They should be able to get a judge confirmation. As a player, it's iffy for me to say no, just trust me, it works. So let them do the judge call, but this is a confirmed thing. Basically, paralysis resolves while it's an enchantment, and it doesn't technically do anything to the enchantment, but the enchantment does have the floating +1/+1 applying to it. But since it has no power and toughness, it just doesn't do anything. But once it becomes a creature, it still has that effect floating on it. There's no rule saying that effects have to be tangible, have to have tangible change to still apply, kind of deal. That makes sense? Like, the effect doesn't care that it's a power toughness changing effect on a non-creature. It's just an effect applied to the permanent that just doesn't do anything until it becomes a creature with power and toughness. Since I've talked about with Cajun before, it's come up a few times. And yeah, Wendy's one that answered and is confirming that they don't have power. It doesn't have power toughness while it's an enchantment, but I can still apply the effect. I know I'm saying the same thing a lot. I'm mostly just trying to fill dead air because, you know, I've got music in the background, which makes cropping out dead silence a bit harder because then you can disjoint in the songs. Oh, apparently there's canon examples of this. Veteran motorist boosts vehicles when it crews them, and because of the timing on that, the +1/+1 would apply before the crew. Dead Cat's not happy that it dodges bolt. Do I want... How... Do I think there's double removal? The double removal... Right. So I can basically go for a land in order to better protect the heraldry. Or I can go for double no rest, and that way even if they kill the heraldry, long term I have more value in incursion. So I think the technically correct play is double no rest. And just, if they have the double removal, whatever, they burnt 2 cards on it, and I got rid of one of my ultra dead cards. So I'm checking out to reveal those. Yeah, one doesn't get to know what I do. Double no rest, back to grave. Go to attacks. Gain the life I paid back. End turn. Now hopefully, this is unlikely to happen because I think Dead Cats is a pretty good player. But if Dead Cats, for example, had the Needless Atrocity, Sorcery Speed Sack Effect, and the Void Flare, hopefully they would go for the Void Flare first, so I could harm Zeri response, turn Heraldry back into an enchantment. Oh, okay. one more mana. This is probably going to draw. Oh no, it's pinging. Okay. I don't harm's way this because, again, just the way Deadcatch was talking in the Grand Prix, very confident they've got the Void Flare. So I can outrace the pinging, and if it ever becomes a creature, easy to kill. Tap, draw. Yeah, I think the 2 life to keep up harm's way, an additional harm's way, is better than trying to preserve the 2 life, especially since I'm gaining a shit ton of life anyway. Play that. A2. Doot. Target villainy. Prowess. Doot. Villainy. I'm surprised. Maybe there isn't a Void Flare, 'cause I feel like you just kind of go for the Void Flare there and hope the opponent doesn't have something open. Now, do I try and race face or do I try and race Xanagan? I think I go Xanagan because between Heraldry and Villainy procs, I can kill it pretty quick. And I don't want to deal with the life. Yeah, if I attack Xanagan, can't do the card draw. So. Zanny. Yeah. And then end turn. I'm not going to do it because it's going shields down for no good reason. But I could, in theory, cast like either Pith Wilt or Reduce to Naught, and no rest, double Villainy proc it, but I don't think there's a need to. I can kill it next turn regardless, so. Assuming the next no rest resolves, I'm going to be getting 2 more Villainies into play, and then I can race down anything. Because one no rest will proc the other. Ruined over. Yeah. Don't have any counter magic mains, so that's just gonna happen regardless. Yeah, I can't think of any wild plays that would turn this around. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Crack Baron. Do I still have a Cursed Waste? I do. Maybe I should have grabbed a red land, but I don't have many red spells. Only a handful. Yeah, this is a lot of first I'm threatening right now. I think I'm going to do double. Yeah, the Villainy procs a Xanagan and kill it. That way I can swing with a 5/5 Heraldry at face. Still protecting my opponent of any instant speed things into in terms of how I declare my triggers. No. Both target abilities. Both ability triggers that Zanny throws twice. That is for... Oh, conceded, okay. Alright. Now I get to take out a bunch of dead stuff. Dead Cat says both the enchantments are stupid. Yeah, that's kind of the point of the cycle. So, Harm's Way, shite. Reduced to not, maybe okay. I've canned this up beforehand. Based it on bad, because most things I actually care about are planeswalkers. So I'll bring in End of Days instead. One Swamp for Course Bet, because there's Coalesce cards. They Bear Ambitions was for this. I wanted key blocks. I think. How much is Fifth World hitting? So I think I take out 2 Reduced to Not. No, so this takes care of Monument. Prove Worthies are good at killing the Planeswalkers. But there are only, even after boarding a total of 4 Planeswalkers, so I don't need all 4 Prove Worthies. I don't need that much life gain. So we go in 4 key blocks. We've got 2 Prove Worthies and 1 Pithwilt. This Pithwilt misses a good amount of this stuff, but it does hit the Coalesce cards. I want to keep some in. Does this seem right? Anything in here I desperately want? No. Air Spicy is only good against Ruin Delver. And I definitely want all of these in. Oh, I got one more card in. How did I miscount that? I guess bring our Pithwilt. How much is this going to hit again? So I combine it with a red card, of which I have 2. Or sorry, 5. They're all kind of expensive. I can hit the 4 drops like Xerix and Lucian. But it is mostly just for Coalesce spells, of which there are 3 main, and the 2 standard disables are probably coming in, so up to 5. And it also hits like King Dancer and Ruin Delver, so it's not dead. Just unlikely to be terribly relevant. But probably more relevant than Prove Worthy and Faced It On. I think this is fine. I think I'll ship this. Also a question, is I'm going to go up to 26 lands, because I think the best way to handle this matchup, when most of the counter spells are Cosmic Sinkholes, is just have more mana, like just... I rushed last game because I have a bunch of dead cards, but now that I don't have a bunch of dead cards, you play slow, keep up mana, and I believe that's how you get ahead of this. So I want to have a bit more land. For example, holding up your heraldries and your villainies until you have a counterspell backup or things like that. Not that my counterspells are particularly hard. They're just key blocks, and my opponent's usually not going to be double casting in response to my spells. 3 lands, draw spell, yes, good. Not fantastic, but good enough. Because even after boarding, there's no counterspells to board in. So I don't think Dead Cats is going to quote unquote waste them on Find Happiness. So I think I still get my card advantage flowing. Opening up with a cantrip. Part of this is I'm curious, it's like I'm able to board out the vast majority of my creature removal. But I'm curious if Dead Cats does the same, or if they got scared by the heraldry beatdown and so would want to keep it in order to kill heraldry. The Wraths probably come out, Violent Collapse is almost certainly out. I just wonder if like Dealess Atrocity is out, if Unhappy Ending is out. I'm just not sure. But because I specifically want to go big on mana, I'm not cracking this yet. Vaguely increased chances of drawing a land. Got the Villainy, and Villainy is the better of the two enchantments anyway, so go Swamp. Go Beam Cover. Mill me. Shoot. There's the heraldry, and none of Dead Cat's threats come down. Like Ruin Delver, I guess technically comes down before 4 mana. That's not really a threat. I'm not worried about taking 2 damage for a couple of turns. It's not big enough for my opponent to like play tempo off of it. In terms of playing it and then using counter spells, whatever, to back it up. So I can just let it kick around and then kill it at my leisure. Not that that's happening, but just talking to through my thought process. Black red. And fuck, I should have cast Lily. Lily tapped out, whatever. I wasn't thinking that through. Okay, tapped out again. Okay. The part of this is just hope my opponent doesn't have one of the Pilth Wilts or Nature's Claims, and just go for the ability, I guess. Because I have the ability to go up. Once I hit a 4th land at least, I have the ability to go up with Provoke the Gods. Get the No Rest if they start moving my stuff. Like, No Rest is just a fantastic card advantage, tempo, whatever's option. Mill me. Do a land, hell yeah. So, yeah, Dead Cats is going for swinging, and I think I can count on that happening again next turn, so I should be able to reduce to naught. I think I want to open with Labor Ambitions. Okay, just going for damage. I still got lots of life gain in this deck, so I'm not concerned. I think Void playing for face is a mistake. I don't think Dead Catch is applying enough pressure for that to be concerning, and has instead just made a case of base. Oh, I guess they're going to discard anyway at max hand size, having land issues. Okay, never mind. That's a fine play. I don't need 5 mana this turn. I guess that's a question. Opponent will have enough for counter magic regardless. Let's see. If I go for the heraldry, heraldry turns off Lucian's attacks if it resolves. Which means then, and if it doesn't resolve, I can reduce them out. So I think I do actually want this land untapped. However, I will open with, because if heraldry resolves, I don't need to. I can force the opponent to tap out for a cosmic. This isn't terribly relevant, but this is a lot of thinking. Because my life total isn't terribly threatened, but it also isn't like an infinite resource. I think reduce to not back up with heraldry is good enough for it. Cast heraldry. Evolves. Pass the turn. Fifth Wilt. I think this is worth the key block. I want a second basic. I guess I draw one of my leg lands. Key block, and then I get Cosmic Coalescing, or not. I'm not going to creaturefy heraldry. Then Lucian will just -3 it. I'm going to be a card draw mode. Oh, okay. This is just gaining dead cats some life. Pacifism Plus. I'm not going to call it the life gain yet. Oh yeah. After damage is dealt. Taking for more enchantment removal. So I imagine the Nature's Claims gives us up to 4 removal spells. Oh, Xerix also counts. Xerix will actually do a lot. That's a concern. Not a major one, I'm still happy with No Rest's ability to come back from things, but the next turn I'm planning to go with Labor Ambitions. Moon Delver, okay. Fetching, honestly, it's probably a Pith World. Oh, another Moon Delver. Almost wish I had a Wrath now. But Villainy will be able to kill these off right quick. So I am not concerned. Land. And look, it's one of the plague dance. Actually, basic was totally prescient. Okay. Is it worth going to provoke the gods right now? Like, how much do I care to hold up reduced to naught for the... So if I kill Labor Ambitions, kill Ruin Delver, decent odds, Dead Cats then goes for the double swing because one will get through for damage, at which point I can reduce to naught, villainy kill the other Ruin Delver, and then Lucian is sacked to reduce to naught. Which similarly means I don't want a creature... Actually, no, if I creaturefy Heraldry... Creaturefy Heraldry, swing at Lucian, knock it down to 3. Go for the -3 to kill Heraldry, cast Pithwilt in response. Turn it back into an enchantment, Lucian dies, Heraldry lives. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I think I'm confident enough in that working as a backup to go for this. Especially since this will let me see what my opponent's hand has. It'll take a second to type up. I'm gonna pre-type my triggers because there's a lot of them. So, villainy at Ruins, villainy at Ruin Delver, then Prowess, then Creaturefy trigger. Gain 2, draw a card, lose 1. Doot. That's a lot of removal. A lot of removal. So after I swing, I'm probably going to turn Heraldry back into a non-creature. I'm pretty sure Xanagan is the grab here. I'm not terribly concerned about Lucian in general. I've got ways to remove it. Xanagan. Hide. So in this case, do I swing at Lucian? Or do I just go for face? I think I just go for face because I'm not doing the bait play. I'm going to be then switching to provoke the gods and turning it back into an enchantment. So I think I swing face, start applying some pressure, provoke, get my double no rest. Face. And 2. So this is 1, 2, 3. Villainy, Ruin Delver, Varus, Creaturefy. Oh, I fucked up the math. I'm stupid. Because I don't get the draw trigger again. Fuck that up. Looked at my life payment, hell yeah. And yeah, I guess it's just end. Yeah, this is a lot of removal, so I'm probably going to keep Heraldry not a creature for a while. And just rely on villainy pings to bring it home. Militome. Okay. Hopefully they don't partner that up with another Fifth Wilt or Nature's Claim on Villainy. Because Villainy is kind of important to my game plan right now. It didn't happen yet, so that's something. Untap. Draw. Second no rest, hell yeah. There we go. This is hard now. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do things to actually progress the game. I think for now I just go Provoke the Gods. I can grab a key block. So we pay 3 life to go down to 8 because Villainy knocked me up to 10. We do. I have a land in hand. Might as well play. I'm not going to fetch land off of Provoke. So I want to grab key block and Villainy. Key block isn't great protection because the removal spell is all super cheap. But if they go removal to seal, I can then counter the seal. So yeah, I like this play. In the face. Let's see. Library. I want key block, and I want Villainy. What are the odds my opponent has a cursory glance and playing out the Villainy is just playing into their hands? High enough I don't want to do it. So this will be an end. One's going for a cantrip. I think the Wayfarer's their turn, I believe. Yeah. The bear dies. I could, in theory, go for a no rest on Lay Bearer and try and clear out some more removal, but I don't think that's the play. However, I do want to get a no rest floating, so if my opponent does go for the kill Villainy, seal it, I can recur it in response to remove the target. Similarly, If I get... I wish I would have kept one of these uncracked. No, I really good. I think those are all urns. They're all for early mana. But if I had one of those uncracked, I could hold up Corpse Bed with a weird play of exile my own stuff. So Dead Cats is ahead of me on cards, just in general. Because there's the RFE engrave and all that. I think is about to come out. But I have a much higher life total pressure right now, so I'm not that concerned about it. Okay, playing the one from hand. Okay. That's a draw spell. Now I hope they go for the kill spell. Because now Key Block is a hard counter. My opponent doesn't have any really good 3-drop permanents for me to no rest and steal. I really like stealing things with no rest. Against Splash Cat, I was stealing the Auric Soul Reavers or whatever they're called. Discards a Cosmic Sinkhole. Interesting. I guess it's not as useful at this point of the game. But my opponent's 4-color, like, right here, they would have been able to counter one of my spells if they wanted to. The library, how many basics do I even have left? I'll need a mountain, I'll grab a swamp. So now I think I go for the villainy, really start applying pressure. Keep 4 mana open gives me multiple ways to respond to things. Early face. And this way, once it's in play, it can't be sealed. So... First glance. No blue mana left open. Oh, but there is the seal in hand. Let's see. Thinking... The no seal in hand. So, trying to no rest in response is just asking to get blown out. I don't know why I thought I had this open. My opponent's mana has enough for pay for Key Block. Yeah, I just didn't think this through well. That's why I hope they go for the end of turn deal. That goes to grave. We'll take 2 to face. Yeah, I gotta keep up Key Block. So, and go for the greedy seal. I'm begging you. Fuck. That seal's not going to come down unless it's in response to a no rest, I believe. Or some tutor like Provoke the Gods. Honestly, maybe it's worth opening myself to the sealed play. Because, and creature-flying heraldry, attacking for 5. Then it gets killed. Nah, not enough pressure to make that a good play. What I'm thinking about is the worst stuff like reduce not to start pinging down. I think that's better to do in burst. Targeting heraldry. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Dead Cats is way more afraid of heraldry than the villainy, which I think is just wrong. Go ahead to doot. Go migrate to doot. Library. Exiled. Yeah, I might just have lethal here. Cancel with heraldry, because opponent has enough mana to kill spell twice. I only have the one counter spell. Unless I do some weird bullshit like. Actually, that doesn't work. Terms of mana, I think for, yeah, I wouldn't be able to like uncreaturify it, counter a spell, uncreaturify it, etc. all in one go. Only 2 Sealatomes, so the odds of them having a second one is very low. I'm gonna go for the no rest play and try and just villainy burn them out. Target villainy, 2 face. So now cast a black spell. Do any instant speed like. So I think this is just, unless they have a way to kill villainy in response to the leitmotif trigger, this is just lethal. So I'm going to be a little shit and go for it. Target lay bearer. 8 total at face. And that's game. Okay. Yeah, Deadcast just doesn't have enough of the right kind of removal to deal with my threat base. Quote unquote threat base. It's not very many threats. I think also just some mildly unlucky draws in game 2. Game 1 I count Deadcast as having very lucky draws thanks to all those counter spells, but overall, I'm 2-0 so far. I have decent odds of getting to the top cut again. Have a good one.